Alright, let's focus in on this little frontal nom-noms area. So again, you might be noticing a little pattern where I like to separate and organize stuff by section. So I'll grab all this stuff and in faces mode and then press P to separate it into a new object. So let's double click, actually let's go to edges mode. Well, let me turn on this. Alt click on that edge. So for some reason I have a hole here, so let me hit F to fill it. And let's move this up forward. Oh, I have another hole over here. F to fill it. This goes pretty far forward. I think I was a little bit too far back there. Okay. I don't like that. So again, to delete any edge, you just grab the edge and hit Control X to get rid of it. X will delete the edge. Oh, or maybe not. Oh yeah, edge will delete the edge. X will delete the edge plus any verts connected to it, like that. If we hit Control X, it'll just kind of soft delete it. Okay, how about this face and then B to bevel it, so we get that nice chamfer. And just make sure, be careful over here, cutting it close there, but maybe I'll separate these a little bit. Okay, now we've got a weird shape going on here. It's not just a cylinder. So what I'm going to do is, let me just duplicate this with Shift D to duplicate it, and then I can hit Escape to leave it right in the same spot where it was. S to scale it just a little bit. Or actually, let me move it this way. Or even better, let's just hit P to separate it. Now we're on our own object. Let me pick this one, Alt Z, Alt Z, Alt Z, Alt Z, Shift Space Z. Now we got that flat section there. And then Alt Shift Space Z. And we're going over to the side. And then one more time. Like that. Does that make sense? So now we could go Shift Space and just extrude that. Like that. We could Alt Space. Alt Space will do a little inset like this, and then Shift Space will go out again. So I think I'm not sure what that double line is there, but I'll just say that's what it is for now. It's my own drawing. I don't even know what the shapes are doing. Alt Space, Alt click, Shift Alt click, B, S. Alright, now let's grab one of these edges and we can start to make cutters in here. So Shift A, let's make a small cube. This will be our cutter. We could even make it round on this side, B, S, B, S. Let's see, do we need another one on the bottom? I think we need another one on the bottom. I think all of these are a little bit low res. I'm going to try to bevel like that. So this cut here, I'm going to bevel and then Shift Space to inset. This is where the two parts made up, and then we're going to have a screw that comes down through here and locks it together. So now we're going to grab these two, Control B, and Live Subtract. Could even grab these two faces and bevel. Make it a little bit more sophisticated there. And then Shift A. And actually, let's pick this edge here, Shift A, add a 24 side cylinder. And P to separate this. Because we don't want this to be taking the cuts, right? So if I switch down to here, this is our modifiers tab, the wrench one. And here, should be able to delete the cuts. There we go. So this will ignore the cuts, or those Boolean cuts. You could even, if you want, start to put in Shift A 6-sided for a little bolt. Shift A 6-sided. B for bevel. I guess I should not have done this. A better way would be to just duplicate this maybe, extrude it, and then this can be our cutter, like that. Control B, live subtract. Let me make sure there's no, okay, good. And the cool thing about this is we can also select the cylinder. So 1, 2, Control B, live subtract. Have the same cutter affecting multiple objects. Alright. Also got some cuts in here. Can do it the same exact way. Pick a vert, Shift A, small cube, Control B, live subtract. So why is it doing this weirdness here? I think it's another issue with the mirroring. So if I go Shift X live mirror to toggle that off, yeah, our mirror is happening here, and there's a hole in the middle. So what I have to do is move the mirror up before the Boolean cut. Then we're good to go here. Alright, let's do one more cut here in the front for this area. So I'll go Shift A, add a cube. And remember, I don't want to scale it in object mode. I want to scale it in faces mode, or edit mode. So I'm in faces right now. Could make this fancy if you want. Alright, so now object mode, Control space down, Shift click this one, Control B, and live subtract. There we go. Control B, toggle cutters. Alright, and then let me start to add in some of these greebles too. Let's see, new object here, Shift A, cube. I'm in object mode again. And faces is where I do my scaling. Faces mode. So what do we have here? A big chunky C shape. Should be pretty easy. Maybe we could grab the bottom and the top, bevel them out. Or sorry, extrude them out. There you go. Low poly C shape. Easy. And we got some more stuff like that. No problem. Just keep reusing those planes, duplicating them. You can scale your edges to make a trapezoid and go like that. Shift D. And I'm going a little bit faster now, but it's pretty repetitive. Stuff we're doing is not rocket science here. Hopefully it's a little bit fun for you. I don't know, I love tedious stuff like this. I don't know, maybe I'm just a tedious person, but all this little tiny detail stuff is really fun for me. Alright, let's make this circle here. So I'm going to pick this vert. Actually, you could pick two verts and it'll place the circle right in between. So pick two, Shift A, and let's create a 24 side circle. Control Alt Space, rotate it by side. Control Space, select flat. So this is a pretty handy one. You can pick all these flat areas all together. Control Space, select flat. Control X will merge these all together like that. And now we can go Alt Space and Shift Space. And we're getting some weirdness here, but it's fine. Alright, then we've got some more cylinders over on the side here. Rotate it, Control Alt Space, top. Alt click, B, Shift Space. Shift D, Shift D. Maybe this way's better. Uh-oh. What is this business here? Oh, the mirror needs to happen before. Then I can mirror the cutter. So just make sure that mirror is on top of the two booleans. Okay. When you have facets here, again, you go Z, shade smooth. Alright. I think that's looking similar. Okay, let's call it a good solid section. See you in the next video.